Patriots, we gather here today, surrounded by these flags, with one common purpose. Young and old, Republican, Democrat, across the board, we stand here together to fight for what these flags, and more importantly, the Constitution, guarantees us. Liberty and freedom. We live today at a crossroad. We can choose to follow the path that we are on. We can continue to elect the lesser of two evils. We can elect leaders who offer more of the same, more taxation, more big government intrusion, more war, more, and more. Or we could say no. We could begin to choose leaders who will reclaim this country for her citizens. We could choose leaders who will return this country to the glory and to the honor it once so proudly held. We can indeed choose leaders that know that less is indeed more. Who are these leaders? Friends, you are the leaders. Each and every one of you know that there is something deeply wrong with this nation. You know that there is something wrong with this state and with this county. Why are you here? Why didn't you stay home today? Why aren't you sitting on your couch watching TV or watching the baseball game with your family and friends? Ladies and gentlemen, there is no doubt about it. We are indeed part of something very, very incredible. In a society where big media controls information and tries to make political decisions for us, we rally today for a certain set of principles, a specific ideology, a set of ideas that is consistently laughed at in the media and discredited under the guise of being outdated and old-fashioned. And yet we stand here today to celebrate the birth of our great nation, to recognize the promises set forth in the Declaration of Independence and fulfilled by the Constitution and the rule of law. The vision, the wisdom, the rationality you folks bring with you here today is a rare commodity in today's society. A society full of hyperbole and accusation, fear-mongering and just outright lies. We stand together, here, in the shadows of these flags, and we proclaim that it is time to take back our country. We proclaim that we deserve leaders who hold the reverence for our past and a hope for our future. We proclaim that on November the 2nd, 2010, we will elect ourselves. We will elect the people. The grassroots nature of this movement is very telling, my friends. It is appropriate to say that alongside liberty and freedom, that we, the citizenry, those of us that value the tenets of freedom, set forth by our founding fathers, are making all of this possible. Let us not forget that it was December the 16th of 1773 that a small group of patriots, much like ourselves, met at the Green Dragon Tavern in Boston and decided that something must be done to stop the tyrannous behavior of a government too large, too demanding, and too willing to inflict the burden of misrepresented taxation upon her citizens. And, much like those patriots who marched so passionately to the Boston Harbor the following day to make their point to King George, we stand here today to make our point, to dump our tea, and yes, to let King George know that once again, enough is enough. As we stand here today, we speak of our capabilities and what will become of this great America. We must take time out to recognize the sacrifice of many, all across the world. It's not only for liberty that we rally today, it's for those men and women who volunteer to be in harm's way for no tangible reason. And for those who have made ultimate sacrifice for this silly game, we give pause, we give prayer, and we give thanks. Friends, it's the future of our country that lays in the balance. We will fight as hard as we can for as long as we can. And we will make sure that we see the Constitution all the way to the Oval Office. But it will not be easy. We must continue to make our voices heard. We must continue to rally, and we must continue to fight. Through our passionate efforts, our yard signs, our rallies, our precinct walks, our pocketbooks, and yes, even that newfangled internet, we must continue to fight. So I ask you all to go forward from this place, speak the truth that only freedom allows. And if we spread our message far enough and fast enough, we'll be right back here together in 486 days to celebrate the restoration of this great nation. Thank you all for coming.